After you finish smoking your pipe, you're going to want to make sure that you clean it out well. Now we'll cover some more in-depth maintenance and cleaning in other sections, but for now we'll show you, after every time you smoke, how you want to clean out the pipe. Obviously there will be a lot of ash and tobacco in the pipe. The best way to empty it is to first make sure the pipe is extinguished, and then you're going to want to dump out what little ash is sitting on top. Now there's a good chance there will be some impacted. You want to get that out. You don't want to, especially with more fragile pipes, bang it against something hard, but oftentimes just your open palm will knock out, or at the back of your shoe. Now you should do that if you don't have one of these. This is what's known as a check tool, and it is we have a section on it under the tools portion. It is a very helpful tool that has a tamper, a small little skewer, and a small little spoon. So what you want to do is take the spoon, and you can just run it around in the remainder of the tobacco, and it'll come out. So after all the tobacco is out, all the ash is out, you're going to want to, this is called a reamer, not a spoon, you're going to want to ream the inside edges of your pipe and help clean off the carbon buildup, or the cake that builds around. Now, especially with briars, and mostly only with briar pipes, they build up a carbon cake that is helpful if you scrape off. Now, you don't want to scrape too hard and damage the wood, but you'll find that hard to do. So you'll find it hard to scrape hard enough to damage the wood. So just give it a good little scrape, especially towards the bottom. You can see. And that's good. Then you'll want some pipe cleaners. You need to keep pipe cleaners around. They're for more than just arts and crafts. There are several kinds of pipe cleaners. Some are tapered, like this, which allow for a brushier end and a thinner end. Some of them have little bristles to help really clean, and they can hurt your fingers, but they're really useful. But these are unbristled, tapered pipe cleaners. What I like to do is usually you use about 2 or 3 after every smoke. Take the larger end of the pipe cleaner and sort of just fold it into the bowl, like so, and then run the thick end of the pipe cleaner around the edge of the bowl, and you'll see it pulls off a fair amount of dirt. Like so, and cleans out your bowl. Then you can remove the stem from the shank and take the thinner part and thread the pipe cleaner through a little bit. Now, I don't want to drag this stuff through the stem, so I'll grab another pipe cleaner and you have to be careful sometimes because a lot of stems are curved, so you can't get them all the way through in certain ways, but like that. And then just run that through a couple times, get all the saliva and the tobacco out. If you've had a particularly wet smoke, a lot of times it's good to rub down the point where the stem enters the shank, and maybe even your mouthpiece a little bit. And then you'll want to take, this should be fairly clean, or clean enough, at least usually for me, to insert into the shank and to run back and forth in and out a couple times. And that should be good. If you'd like, you can keep these separate and let them dry out for a little bit, or you can just pop the stem right back in and your pipe is clean. Now, a lot of times, depending on how wet you smoke, you can get a little bit of pipe sweet or whiskey, some sort of non-liqueured alcohol, non-liqueur liquor specifically. And you can dip the pipe cleaner in there and do the same process with that. But after you do that, you're going to want to take dry pipe cleaners and go through and wipe everything down. But a lot of times you don't need to do that. That can be for a more intensive clean that you do every month or so. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something about cleaning your pipes.